Hey, Mr. Kelly, it's Shelby. This is the questions for the Rollercoaster lab. The experimental error in our lab was we may have not dropped the marble from exactly the starting point that we measured it at. We measured a specific point, we're like, okay, we're going to drop it from there, but we may actually not have dropped it from there. And it was relatively close. Another one is the marble may have not stayed completely on the track for the entire loop, because in the loop that we did, it may have caught air at some point, but I don't really think it did. Number 2, when we decided how tall to build the sides of the track, we thought about the velocity of the marble and how much force it would take for it to stick to the track. So we built the sides higher in points where it would be going faster. In our calculations, we used the concept that at the top of the track, the potential energy would be at its fullest and kinetic energy would be 0, and then the reverse at the bottom, where kinetic energy would be at its full and then potential energy there would be none. Number 4, the most difficult part was definitely building the loop and getting the marble to stick onto it. It was difficult because it had to be going a certain speed to make it all the way to the top and around, but it couldn't be going too fast, otherwise it would jump off the track. You can do this because you can always find the potential energy at any given point, since all you do is you have a constant, which is the mass, so you always know how much the marble weighs, you always know the acceleration of gravity, and then you can figure it out from any height that you want. The slab reinforced potential and kinetic energy and how they connect. I mean, obviously we saw in our workbook that when one equaled 0, the other one was at its fullest, and the reverse. But this really showed how that actually worked. Number 7, yes, I think it was worthwhile because, again, it helped show the relationship, as well as it made us do the calculations with actual data, which usually helps me to remember how to do it. And then number 8, yeah, I think you should do this lab again. I don't see why not.